Good morning, everyone. Today is August the 22nd, and this is the beginning of the trading day, a brand new week. This is Jackson Hole meeting with the FOMC and all of the folks that set interest rates. It is also a fairly solid 2-week range of a lot of important auctions going on, and the market is a little bit jittery this morning, just selling off a bit. I don't see any catastrophic move downward. I believe this is a standard reversion to the mean. So we are going to have gains from our long put butterflies that we've had in SPY, and those are going to shape up very nicely for us in my mind, right? So what are we looking for? Let's take a look at a daily chart on the SPY. Now, first the weekly. We came up, tested the 50, and that's an average, right? It's open, high, low, close divided by 4. We don't really care whether it actually touches it, whether it comes into it. We really can't be that exact because there are too many of us playing the game. Now, there are people who really disagree with that comment. You're allowed to disagree with whatever it is that I say. Just use what's going to help you trade better, right? And that might be something that you can take away and might not be exactly or even remotely to what I think, but the framing of the information gives you what you want to learn. So let's take a look at the overall situation, why I believe that we are in a significant cross current, as it were, but no real place to break down. We have an upward sloping weekly simple moving average. This is week before last. This is last week. Now, I don't normally draw lines for the week before last, but I did notice that we were going to gap down into the prior week. And so we have 1, 2, a gap down, which puts us into this area right here. So my supposition is this is about where we fade into, right? And this line on the that's green, not red, channel will be a monthly line in the sand, right? That was the high of the prior month, and that's what we're going to be looking at. Same sort of thing in the Qs, right? The Qs have been a little bit weaker. People are very negative on tech, but I'm not really sure all of that is anything more than everybody jawboning, right? Because everybody wants to be right somehow. Listen, I just follow the price. I'm not here to pontificate. I'm not here to do anything except, looks like they're moving this way. Where might they be going to? My mouse has decided to have a brain of its own, so I'm sorry about going all over the place. But again, this one is looking like it's going to come in here into the prior month, and that would be just what I'm thinking is going to happen for the next couple of weeks from a sideways perspective. So don't freak out. Things are not going to run off the rails in my mind. There's plenty of room to catch support. We have a downward sloping 5 on the daily, an upward sloping 5 on the weekly, a downward sloping 5 on the 4-hour, and a downward sloping 5 on the, or maybe this is a 6 now. This is 5, yeah, on the 1-hour. So what does this tell us? In the near term, our bounces are going to be resistance. We are below the opening tick of the morning. We are below the VWAP, and that is true for both of these. So let's see where the battle is. Remember, charts don't just hit a level and turn right around. What they do is come into a space, and then if the space is important to both the buyers and the sellers, they're going to fight over it. It doesn't mean as soon as they come into the space, the battle begins. Though that does happen sometimes, it's not all the time. The place that I suspect the battle will actually begin is down here. If, however, in this motion, we breach the VWAP and we breach the 9:30 open of the day, which I think that's what that number is, although it might be the Globex open. I can never remember. No, Globex open would be way up here. Yeah, so that's our 9:30 open. If we can breach the 9:30 open and get above the VWAP, the first thing traders will try to do is sell it off. And if they sell it off, but they can't break lower, we're in really good shape. So that's really what we want to watch for. Just give it a little bit of room, okay? And I'll see you all on the platform today. Take care.